share more than emojis. With ChitChat, sending USD is as simple as messaging. Anywhere, anytime. Get a virtual card and USD wallet and send money directly in your chats. Join the thousands of people taking control of their money and start chatting and transacting today. ChitChat. Download now.
Dun 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 dun.
Right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and that's
We're back like Msana.
Wait, you're not tired of that one, eh?
You see what?
You're not tired of that one?
No.
Yet? No?
No. And
And
have you
we
noticed?
still have that one going for a few more episodes?
No, and well, until the wheels goddamn fall off. And have you noticed how a lot of people in the comments are also beginning to catch that on? Because I've seen a lot of people also now.
That must make you very happy.
Yeah, it does.
Extremely happy.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Especially the fact that you tried to correct me because you said it was wrong.
There's still some correction to be done on that one, but
Only to find out.
We're
Have you noticed how people keep schooling you? I
no.
remember, Gob, did you read the comments on the Nota episode when this guy was
or the Bemba local language thing.
in schools?
Yeah, but I did say I'm not sure. I did state that I'm not sure.
Oh no! So why then did that conversation carry on for such a while? If you led by that, because
no.
you spoke with so much conviction.
Yeah, and the conviction was based off what I know, and I did say I could be wrong, and I did state that at the beginning of the statement.
I do not think you did.
No, I did say I'm not sure. I need to ask someone in education.
You pushed back, bro.
Yes, I did. And the point being, in private schools, nobody's doing local languages. They do it like maybe...
Did you go to a private school?
No, my kids are going to private schools.
But I'm talking about when you went to school.
We don't have local languages in the private schools.
Did you go to a private
Yeah, I went to
school?
a private school, yeah.
Kalenga, do you know the lightning that will strike you for telling such ridiculous, unwarranted lies?
The whole of primary school, I went to a private school. High school, I
You
went to
know,
a private
I've run into people that say they've gone to school. Why do you do this, Kalenga?
Asking if I went to a private school. Yes, the whole of primary school, I was at Nkana Trust School and Muflira Trust School. Then Nkana Trust School again.
And high
then
school?
high school, I was in government school. And we still didn't have any local languages. Not even
So you
one.
did go to a government school?
I did, but not even one local language was taught in our government school.
Well, now people have schooled you.
That's why I said I need to be corrected. I wasn't sure if now they're doing it everywhere.
Right.
But most of the schools I know, even my niece, who's in a government school, is not learning any local language.
Well, now you know that they are.
Which is that's what I'm saying. Even my niece does not learn any local language, and she's in a government school. The one I live
Which
with,
school is that?
Lusaka Girls. She tells
What teachers do I know?
they tell me they don't learn any local language there.
Oh, there's a teacher that I know.
Because remember the argument was about
What did you,
it's an option. You see what I mean?
hold on. There's a teacher that I know.
Where about Lusaka Girls?
No. Wait, but is she at
Because remember, the argument was on planes, and I said it's going to be difficult for us to have local languages in official places like planes because it's not really a language of instruction.
Hold on.
Yeah. The way it is, like in South Africa, you find Zulu being taught heavily in schools. They can actually use it. Even on flights, the pilots can speak in Zulu, and everybody on the plane, or majority of people on that flight understand
Wait,
the
so
language.
if somebody breaks out and begins to speak in Bemba or Nyanja right now,
I'd be really proud of that. I'd
no,
really
but
be impressed.
my question is, would the majority of people still Zambians not know?
If you
it was
use
one of
a
the
language
two.
like Bemba, Nyanja, yes, because those are spoken widely in this country.
Precisely. So
Yeah.
why not choose one of those two? Because the conversation
It can work, yeah.
Yeah, the conversation was about Zambia Airways not using any local language. I'm not picking up.
Talking about local language, it's so bad that just I think last week or the other week, Benwe Mpondo spoke local language in Parliament, and the speaker was like, "We don't use that language here. Can you please use English?"
You see what I mean? So there's all these examples of how we're not proud of ourselves.
No, hold on. But then we can't then justify it and let that be a sense of pride, because my son goes to a private school, but the one thing that I have always instilled in him is to be proud of his local languages. The one thing that I frown upon is how people love to glorify, oh, so my child does not speak. When we are at our house, my child speaks. I do not like that.
And I'll tell you why. Especially in this country, for some reason, we feel that if a kid speaks English and speaks English fluently, we almost use it as a measure of intelligence, when it shouldn't be the case. You know what I mean? Which is why I appreciate writers like Chimamanda. What's her surname again? Adichie?
Precisely why I am pushing what I am pushing right now. That there should be more of vernac that is spoken,
Yes.
especially on the national airline. Apart from the name, Zambia Airways,
Show us how Zambian you are.
what about that airline
Is
says
Zambian.
Zambian.
Exactly.
From the food, bruh.
It'd be nice to have sashi, some groundnuts, some lumanda on the flight, a kapap. Give us some nshima on the flight.
I
You
don't
know?
know about Nshima, because you know how many people are going to be falling asleep
It's a flight. It's a flight. Enjoy the flight.
and farting.
No, nshima doesn't make you fat. It's the proteins, the beans, and
Right.
Okay, avoid the proteins and the eggs and the beans. Give us nshima and lumanda and like a piece of chicken.
When
You know
last
what I
were you
mean?
on that airline?
Zambia Airways. I don't know, a month or two ago.
Where were you going?
I don't know, Livingston. Should be Livingston.
Didn't you drive to Livingston?
Last time I was there, I can't remember when I last flew. Probably like a month or two ago. Yeah.
Because typically when I go to South Africa, I use Zambia Airways. One, because it's cheap.
That's Zambian.
It's cheap.
There you go. That's something Zambian about it.
Yes. And yeah, man.
Yeah, but true. And I really hope someone from Zambia Airways watches this or sends them this clip. What about Zambia Airways says Zambia, apart from the name on the plane?
And at times, oh man.
Let's have Nshima on the plane. Let's have pilots speaking Nyanja and Bemba when giving us the guidelines on what to do on the flight.
And let us have them promoting local tourism.
Yes, because the way things are moving right now, Zimbabwe promotes the falls like it's only in Zimbabwe. You actually find, you remember a few years ago, there was actually adverts from Zimbabwe of the Victoria Falls on CNN.
Bruh, I remember there was a time that I had an MTN conference in Livingston, and I was in Johannesburg. FlySAF Air does not fly daily to Livingston from Johannesburg.
Right.
There's days that they fly, but they've got more flights into Victoria Falls than Livingston. So what I decided to do was to get a flight into Victoria Falls and have the MTN guys pick me up at the border. I was the only black person on that flight. That's number one.
And probably the only African.
That is correct.
Yeah. Those white people, I'm assuming, were not even African.
The flight was packed. All white people. So I spoke to this one guy and I said, I'm going to ask you a question, and there's no right or wrong answer to this question. Firstly, where are you guys from? So we're from Canada. Half the flight, the Americans, the other ones. So they told me where they were from, right? And I said, okay, so where are you guys heading to? They said, oh, we want to see the Vic Falls. And from there, we're going to go to Botswana. I said, and where are you guys staying? They said, we're staying in, they told me the hotel, but the hotel is in Zimbabwe. And I said, listen, I'm going to ask you this question, and there's no right or wrong answer to this. But do you know that the Vic Falls is between two countries? It's between Zambia and Zimbabwe. Why did you choose one country over the other? And they said, wait, what's the other country? I said, Zambia. I said, really? So now they start talking amongst themselves because this was news to them. And they said to me, their travel agent created this itinerary for them. So they said, you're going to fly to South Africa, then you will fly to Zim, you're going to stay at this hotel, you're going to do these activities, then you're going to go to Botswana. So we knew nothing about any other country. We're hearing it now from you.
Wow. Yeah, but I think Rodney Skumba, Minister of Tourism, has a lot of work to do. And these are conversations that we've had with him talking about how there's so many ways of attracting tourists to a tourist capital like Livingston, apart from just the safaris and come and see our lions and our hippos and whatever. From those of us in the entertainment industry, we've told him, and I've had this conversation with him, so I'm not speaking from without, you know what I mean? We mentioned things like the Vic Falls Carnival. I remember the last time I was at the Vic Falls Carnival. In Zim.
Bruh.
Dude, I was in a swimming pool at some lodge in Zimbabwe. And like you on that flight, we were outnumbered by white people at this lodge.
Absolutely.
So it's one of those where...
Just give me a second. It reminded me, Gob, I'm going to give you the video because I took a video of the amount of people that were at the airport. Go ahead.
So I'm in the swimming pool, and just out of curiosity, because there's so many accents. You know, you hear a European, Northern European accent, you hear a Canadian accent, you hear an Australian accent. Just out of curiosity, I'm thinking, where do these people come from? So I asked this white girl who was swimming just right next to me, and I asked her, where are you from? And she says, I came from Australia. I'm like, how did you hear about this? And she says, I don't know, the Zimbabwean government was advertising this gig in Australia. So I said, not on Facebook. She says, no, it was on TV in Australia. I told her, so out of curiosity, I started talking to more people, a Canadian guy, and he says, no, it was on TV in Canada. Guy from Finland or Netherlands, something, one of these lands.
Same thing.
Same thing. I'm like,
one of these lands.
And these people came for a gig. So I explained this to Mr. Skumba, Rodney Skumba, Minister of Tourism. I said, this is what I witnessed in Zimbabwe. So why don't you take entertainment as part of your tourism plan in this country? Because people will travel for festivals. I know people in Zambia who leave the country for a festival. Just go watch a DJ.
Kalinga.
You know what I mean? A DJ.
Do you know the first time that I went to Ghana, what I went there for?
The homecoming, what do you call it?
Afrochella.
Afrochella.
They've stopped calling it Afrochella because Coachella threatened to sue.
Right.
So there's Afro Nation. But the number of
Americans who were there, I saw that
were
CNN,
there.
yeah.
That was the first time that I went to Ghana. And it's right now, I think it's in Portugal.
Right.
But what you're saying is true.
Dude, even just gigs that we have in Livingston, you'd be surprised how many foreigners come there. But as usual, we don't take such things seriously.
No, we don't.
If we did, we'd actually market these festivals in South Africa.
100%.
In Zimbabwe itself. Across the border. I don't think there's any marketing happening even just across the border. You know what I mean?
No. The last time that I was in Kenya, there's a lady that what's her name? I forget her name, but she's working for the Zambian consulate in Nairobi under tourism. How many Kenyans are coming here for vacation?
Because even in Nchwala, bro, met a lot of people from Swaziland. They said, you know, we actually got a ceremony. It's the same ceremony. They also have it in Swaziland. It's called Nchwala. Same ceremony. Very few people I saw there, but I thought, what if we marketed it more in places like Swaziland, where we actually do the same thing because we came from the same, you know, the Mfekani wars in South Africa.
Yeah.
So most of our traditions are going to be the same. So why not invite others who we share same traditions with to come over and celebrate with us? Things like in Nchwala.
Right.
Heavy marketing on TV stations in Swaziland, Lesotho, South Africa, Zimbabwe.
Bruh, there's quite a lot. And again, the other thing that I also say to them is sell experiences.
Right.
Do you know how many white people want to walk with a cheetah? If I was to ask you...
But why are you assuming only white people can be foreigners or can be tourists?
No, well, you know what I mean. Hold on. Gob. I'm going to try something interesting here. Grab your mic. What country is Bali in?
Bali.
Yes.
Thailand.
Do you know what country Bali is in?
No, tell me.
Oh, you don't? So that's the point that I'm trying to make. Is people will go to a place. They don't care what country it's in. When people see what they want to do.
Isn't Bali like an island off Thailand?
It's in Indonesia.
Indonesia, sorry. Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
So you only know when you get there to say, oh, wait, I'm actually going to Indonesia. But in your mind, I want to go to Bali because I've seen the water, I have seen this. So also sell experiences. That do you know that these are the few places that you can do these kinds of activities? The whitewater rafting, for example. I know plenty of people that like to do that. Sell the experience. And people will be like, oh, right, so when I'm there now I can do XYZ apart from the whitewater rafting that I went to. Why not host competitions for whitewater rafting? Get countries come through here for competitions to do whitewater rafting, and then they win something massive. The best country in whitewater rafting.
I heard there's one that happens, but of course the somewhere in Kasama, some boating competition of some sort.
Right.
And there's people from all over the world traveling here, but then I think because only white people.
Do you know in Zim in Kariba there's a tiger fish competition?
I don't think they're black people there.
No, there aren't. However,
Yeah.
you win a brand new Isuzu if you catch a tiger fish.
So you have to know the exact bait.
The car is there. You are looking at it.
So you have to know the exact bait that will catch a tiger fish.
No, I lie. No, I lie. Not if you catch a tiger fish. If you catch the biggest or the heaviest
Tiger
one.
fish.
Yes, because you can catch any tiger fish, but I think it has to be the biggest or the heaviest one. Lodges and hotels are packed to the rafters
Serious, eh?
for that.
Wow.
Just to see who's going to catch the heaviest or the biggest tiger fish.
Oh, crap. Speaking of Livingston, eh? So I was in Livingston. This is what, airing Tuesday. So Friday, arrived in Livingston from Kasama. So reached Kasama, reached Livingston about 3-4 in the morning. Yeah. It was a fun adventure. This is for Akon, the Akon Zambia.
So you came one person less, came back one person less?
I'm coming to that. So, yeah, so we got to Livingston and we napped for a little bit, just like from 4 to maybe like 7, and we start our runs and whatever. I know everybody's seen what's been happening in the news.
What's been happening?
David. Yeah. David's arrest again. This not this time in Livingston. I'm sure you've seen the video that's been.
Why in
going
Livingston?
around. This is one part of the conversation I'm not really sure. I was calling someone just now just to find out what's going on. So I'm sure by the time this airs, everybody would know what the result would have been from the courts Monday, because I'm told Monday 9 a.m. and this is airing Tuesday 15 hours. I don't even know if she's been talking about this because we would have already known the result. But anyway, what happened that day? I've been getting a lot of calls, people asking me. Simon Lane called as well, trying to find out what's going on. Dude, 1 second, we are preparing to start recording, right? The Livingston auditions. David and I were actually live on Facebook. Actually, he handed me his phone to like go live on his personal account. And we're talking about where the auditions are happening from.
Did you sanitize the phone?
Sorry?
Did you sanitize it?
Wow, do you have to really? So anyway, I'm on his Facebook live.
David is a friend, all right? I can say these jokes to him.
No, it's a sensitive time. Don't say these jokes now. So I'm on the phone live with him. We talk about the auditions, come through if you're singing, if you're rapping, blah, 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 blah. And I take the phone. I also talk about the auditions, what we're looking for, blah, blah, blah. And I hand him the phone back and I go around the building. Dude, tell me why I'm coming back. And there's cops with guns and it's just confusion. You know what I mean?
That's what cops use.
Yeah. No, dude, like, why would they show up with AK-47s for such a case?
That I do not understand.
That's what was confusing for me.
But then again, they did the same thing too for Elias.
Oh yeah, the guns and all.
Yeah.
But why are they so dramatic though?
So it's not new because they did that. Do you remember, right? For Elias, they came with guns and they bundled him. I'm just a youth.
Guys, it's just on Facebook. You know what I mean? It's not like he killed someone or he's smuggling drugs or, you know, something of the sort.
It was C5's that bundle. We've got a cop here. Why are we talking amongst ourselves? Can you explain?
Can you explain to us what went on there? Okay, Gob is not really a cop, but he would know something.
He's a cop at Jace. He's the closest. Gob, expand on it, please.
All right. So for the guns, it's called a strong appearance. It's like you're going hunting. You're going hunting. You can't really just say I'm going to catch someone out. So you have to go with all measures so that if anything goes wrong, you can defend yourself before anything. So you have to go equipped. That's why the guns are always there.
I know a C5.
All right.
Let me call him.
So in case the people that are with David decide to write because they are talking about justice for David or free David and they start writing, a cop can
Yes, so but
Control the situation with a gun.
with a gun, because just one gunshot, just the sound of
Oh, the
gunshot-
AK-47 is not your friend, eh?
Yeah, one gun, just the sound.
Have you ever heard the sound of an AK-47?
No, sir.
You're gonna come
Sorry,
down.
hold on. My guy,
Bro, good evening.
how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Let me give you a quick disclaimer. I'm here with Kalenga.
Oh, okay.
We're actually shooting a podcast, and I want to ask you a question.
Okay.
Can I go ahead?
Yeah, you can go ahead.
Okay. You saw this video of David being arrested in Livingston.
Yeah, I saw them, man.
We noticed that the people who went to pick him up were like heavily armed, especially for the offense that he's being accused of. What I want to just find out from someone who is part of those people, why do you need such heavy
Artillery.
to go and
Armory.
just pick up somebody? Even with the whole Elias thing, that guy who insulted Yomaps and his wife when he was picked up, the guys had lots of guns. Why do you need all that stuff?
Okay, maybe to make you understand that you have to understand that the police, their tools that they work with are guns. And due to the world that is evolving every day and we're seeing new trends of crime, so when you're approaching every case or every person, when you're going to enforce an arrest, most of the times we go fully heavy armed because we don't usually know the outcome. Nowadays, most people carry guns, so you can't know. You can't go and arrest someone without a gun. You know, you don't know, maybe that person is armed. And then you put yourself in a compromised situation as an officer. So people need to understand that officers, when they are enforcing the law, they cannot work properly without the firearm, because that's their protection.
Right.
Yes. I'm sure you've been seeing the recent shootings of these criminals that have been going around. So when we are following such issues, we treat every person equally. We don't choose, say, no, this one is like this. No.
Oh, okay.
You are treated as equal. So there's no special treatment, whether it's a celebrity or what. The treatment is equal for everyone.
Okay.
Because the law is fair to everyone.
I don't know. I was just of the
Introduce
understanding.
yourself.
He knows. You already told me you're with him. You already told him.
Sorry?
My understanding was, for such a case, you can actually call someone to come to the police station. No?
You know, what you need to understand about there are types of crimes
Yeah.
that require a call out, and there are types of crimes that you can just call somebody directly, or you go and pick them directly. Actually, a call out, it's actually just it's just one of those privileges that police officers give out when they are finding out an issue. Otherwise, it's not always that they have to issue a call out. They can either follow you, pick you up, or bring you, depending on the nature of the case that has been committed, and also your compliance.
So are we saying David was not compliant?
I wouldn't comment on that. I wouldn't say anything on that because I'm not sure.
Also, would you know why he was picked up from Livingston and why Lusaka couldn't wait for him?
I don't have an idea about that case. Yes.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, I'm
Fair
sure.
enough.
Obviously, our public relation officer will give a statement with the ongoing investigation as things unfold.
All right. Thanks. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Cobb, this thing I'm hearing of.
All right, cheers, buddy.
This thing I'm hearing of David violating a bond. What do you call it? Condition.
What was the board condition?
Apparently not supposed to leave town. Is that the case? That's what I'm hearing on the street.
So basically, it's not leaving town. If the person who signed the bond for you does not pick up upon the police wanting you, then you have to do it manually. So maybe the person who signed the bond didn't pick up. Maybe. So that's the only reason. So like, if they call you, we need you at 10 hours. You have to
bring
show
your
up.
person.
To bring you have to show up. So if you
But let me ask you a question. So if they, who do they call? Do they call the accused,
No, the
Or do they call the person who signed the bond?
person who signed the bond.
So if Kalinga has been arrested and is out on bond,
Yes,
I sign his bond, and they need Kalinga to show up tomorrow at 10.
they'll call you.
So they don't call Kalinga himself.
no.
But that doesn't make sense.
You
Just call Kalinga. If Kalinga then doesn't show up, then you go after the person who signed the bond.
you say this person, I trust him.
No, I understand, but the bond is a surety.
Yes.
So why not go after the surety if the principal has not shown up?
Okay. First, I might say it wrongly, but basically,
As always.
yeah. The logic behind is that we know this person made a crime, and we're having him. So you come to say, okay, I will stand in gap.
I understand all that.
Exactly.
At the time that they want this person to show up, should they not communicate to the accused? And only if they have got trouble getting through to the accused do they then go after the surety.
And that one now I need to verify now to my seniors.
Eish, man. Again, by the time this episode airs, would have had more
No,
information.
but regardless,
Yeah.
whatever the outcome, these are the conversations we still need to have.
Yes, because
this happens every single day.
And it can happen to anyone.
And it can happen to anybody.
Yeah. So it's better you're informed before it happens to you.
Yeah, that's what we would like to know. Also, when call-outs are issued, for example, where and how are they issued? Can they send a WhatsApp with a call-out? Do they have to physically deliver it?
Okay, so one thing you need to understand about between call-outs and police picking you up is that a call-out is whereby the police officers are trying to determine whether this is a criminal offense or this is a
Civil.
case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The moment they design to say this is a criminal offense, there is no room for a call-out.
So they just come and pick you up.
Yes. If it's a civil case, then they'll call you. So yes. So for David, there was no room for call out because what he did was a criminal offense. So he needed to go. They need to go and pick him up.
Yeah, but what I'm not understanding is, and forgive me if I'm very behind in this or if I'm very ignorant on the matter, but he was arrested in Lusaka. There was a warrant caution, then arrest again in Livingston.
But then again, there's different variables to that, right? Because this is an ongoing investigation.
Right.
So again, we are running purely based on assumption.
Blank.
They could easily have found something out,
There's that. Yeah.
right? There also could have been a bail condition that could have been violated.
Yeah.
So again, this is purely speculation. We
Yeah.
don't know what the actual.
That's what I'm asking. Like, we're in the dark on that. That's what I'm saying. By the
Because
time this
even,
episode
like when you look at what happened to Cassandra, how many times was Cassandra released,
sent back,
sent back, released, sent back?
before you know it, it was a year. Wasn't it? Was it like a year?
It was almost a year. Yeah.
Yeah, give or take.
So if it's an open case and it's not been tried in court and there's ongoing investigations,
Then none of this should surprise us.
I don't think.
Okay. All right, cool. We'll wait to hear more from that statement when it comes out. As a case, man.
But then again, this also then just shows you how you especially when you build a brand and how long and how difficult and how hard and how meticulous it takes for you to build a brand and how, if not handled properly, I'm not saying he did not handle it properly, but how that can be taken away. And I'm also looking at Mwaka, how she's lost almost every single brand deal that she's
Yeah,
ever
Sky
built.
Girls finally issued a statement.
They did, that
Yeah.
they are parting ways with her.
Yeah.
Right? So, more than anything, again, I'm not here to comment on what's wrong and what's right, but more than anything, the lessons that come out of this is how anything that you build, if you don't handle it properly,
Gentlemen, all I'm hearing from what Elson is saying is let's just be careful with our brands, those of us who have brands, and let's just be
every
careful.
single person has a brand.
Exactly. Okay, there's bigger brands, there's brands, and then whatever.
Animal Farm.
Yes, exactly. Some animals are more equal than others. Okay, cool. Just based off that, what we're advising is all of us, none of us is safe.
No.
We need to protect ourselves, our brands, at whatever cost.
And guess what?
Yeah.
But wait, I've got a question. How do you protect your brand from David's situation?
I was about to speak about the same thing, and I don't want to. Let me just answer that for a second. I don't want to bog down on particular scandals or issues because what's happening to David and what's happening to Mwaka could easily be something different for the next person. So if you then focus on this particular thing about taking your phone out in the bedroom or whatever it is, it's one thing for the other person, but for Gob, for example, it could be something totally different where I don't know, give me an example of what could get Gob in trouble that could obviously not be on the same...
A false accusation.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Wrong place, wrong time. You give someone a lift and that person...
They accuse you of rape.
Yeah. Or they turn out to be a prostitute and they're like, no, you're buying ass. You're buying bums.
And that messes you up for life.
Because guess what?
You know what?
Nobody cares about the truth when the lie is more entertaining. So people run with
And
the
they
lie.
will conclude it.
So either way, I saw this post and someone says, they tagged me and said, Elson better not see this. Like the amount of bait that Jay-Z has had, where people have baited him to reply, to say stuff back. He never comments. He never says anything. Have you ever noticed that?
You see, even on social media, I don't. Does he have an account?
I have no
I don't
idea.
think so. Like Denzel Washington, he has no account.
So more than anything, I've moved loosely in these streets and I've had to learn.
Listen, all of us, if thoroughly investigated, have something
We all do.
that could take us down. But
We
all I'm
all
saying
do.
is, let's avoid coming to that position. We've all messed up at some point.
100%.
We can't point stones at David and, I'll quote the Bible on this. He without sin cast the first stone. All of us have done something that could end us up in jail or something. But let's avoid making mistakes.
You know what's crazy? And I saw Simon post something about Mwaka and his thoughts. And I felt like he was harder on Mwaka than he was with David. But just not him, just people generally on social media and how people were happy and rejoicing. I keep referring back to this German word called Schadenfreude, which is taking pleasure in someone else's misfortune. There is something that we have inherently in us as people that because we are flawed humans, when I see something bad happen to Kalenga, it takes away from my own misery for a second, and we begin to focus on someone else's misery. Especially someone that we deem to be doing better than us.
It makes you feel good for them to fall. I mean, look at how many times people have celebrated whenever something bad happens to your maps.
I was about to bring that up.
You know what I mean?
When
Your maps
his-
has been taken away. Yes.
When his
we knew
car was
what?
taken away, yes.
Yeah.
When he got arrested in a different country, they laugh, they make fun.
Yeah.
And those are almost the same people who, when he has an accomplishment, those are not as loud.
Yeah.
When he breaks a record.
It's amazing how people feel we attack your maps all the time. No, we don't attack your maps. It's an entertaining guy. We love targeting him.
Not only is he entertaining, he's the biggest person right now.
Exactly.
In Shona, I'll
I
say,
really like your maps as a
in
human
Shona,
being.
I'll say it in Shona.
Yeah.
Ane bora ndia no makwa. Whoever has the ball is the one who is dribbled or who is attacked.
And just to speak about the Yoma, you remember the previous episodes for horses?
Nota.
No, Nota.
Yeah.
The first few seconds, Nota was complaining about how Zambia didn't market itself. The end of that clip was, who is your maps? That clip went around the world. So we actually sold your maps because people knew your map from that clip.
Precisely.
So if people think that we hate him, we don't, actually.
No, I like your maps so much.
Yeah, like...
Interesting guy.
His music keeps on playing back and forth on my playlist too.
Yeah. Have we exhausted the David thing?
Yes. I want to go to Nota.
So there was
in the group said Nota was going to...
It's me. What do you mean someone?
Oh, it's you. Sorry, sometimes notifications just come.
Idiot.
He's supposed to apologize, yeah?
I'll call him just now. Hold on. Just to put a button on the
Yeah.
David thing. So we've got a group.
Yes.
So we asked for talking points, and there was a debate on whether or not
To talk about David or
talk
not.
about David. And clearly, the fact that we have is some people are saying you shouldn't because you guys have got a relationship with him, etc.
Yeah.
But
No,
anyway,
we've got a good relationship with David, and we're wishing him all the best. I sent him messages as well. We've been talking through the guys who
what about Mwaka?
who remain in living. I've got no relationship with Mwaka. I've been talking.
So because you don't have a relationship with her, you don't want to wish her.
How am I going to get in touch with her? I don't even have her number.
No, right now.
Oh, I
Put it
can,
in
I
the
can
A.
talk to Mwaka?
Yes.
What am I going to say?
You think she's not watching this?
What am I going to say?
You think there's no internet in
In Zimbabwe?
what?
Where is she? Botswana?
I don't know.
Zimbabwe?
You tell
Where is she?
me.
Siyabonga, where is she? Where is she?
You know where she is?
That's why I said Zimbabwe, Botswana, Siyabonga. Where is she?
I don't know. Why did you say-
Wherever you are, Mwaka.
Yes. Put it out there.
Listen, this reminds me of the story of, what's her name? Magdalene? Who was that girl who was about to be stoned? Then Jesus intervened. He without sin cast the first stone. Everyone watching this has made a mistake in their lives before, and let not people who, because their mistakes are not out in the public, point at you and think they are the bigger person or they're the sinless person. All of us have made mistakes. Ask God for forgiveness for whatever has happened so far, and wishing you all the best with whatever's going on.
So, what is she asking for forgiveness for exactly?
Listen, there's videos that we've seen. Like I said, all of us watching this are trying to come out like we are the sinless ones. Like,
Precisely.
yeah, so
Sinners judging sinners for sinning differently.
exactly. So let's not judge. I'm not going to judge Mwaka in any way.
No.
Because all of us, like I said earlier, have something that if we were thoroughly investigated, there's
Every
something that
single one of us.
we can either be arrested for or go to hell for. So let God be the final
Or be
judge.
judged for.
Exactly. Or so let God be the final judge.
I can imagine what her DMs look like though right now.
I've noticed whenever she's posting this week, numbers are quite high now.
And apparently she gained like a ton load of
50K followers.
50,000.
Look at that. So why not turn tragedy into triumph by using those numbers now? Well, I mean, we've seen people who
Well,
found
not
themselves-
now. She just has to chill.
Not now, yes.
Because right now she's still hot.
Yeah, not now. But if you've gained that many followers,
Of
you can now
course.
capitalize
Because
on
you've
that
got
in future.
attention.
Yes. I'm not supporting that in any way.
Yeah,
Whatever.
I've got a condom brand. Too soon?
Yeah, too soon. Like we said, not now. She gained 50K followers, but let's not capitalize. Let her not capitalize on that just now.
Okay.
Again, numbers.
Oh yeah, again, a lot of young ones, which is why again Sky Girls Z withdrew their partnership with her because there's gonna be a certain demographic thinking. So this is how you gain numbers. Oh, so this is how you gain notoriety. Well, of course, that's how you gain notoriety. Yeah, maybe not.
There's a difference between being famous and being infamous.
I know, but notoriety is a whole different kettle of fish.
True.
Yeah.
You're being noticed.
Yes.
You can set your hair on fire, people will watch it.
Yeah. But my point is as to why Sky Girls withdrew, because
Do you agree with that?
them withdrawing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, Sky Girls is a TV show that's promoting good morals, especially for young girls. No smoking, no drinking, no sex before marriage. There's all these things that they're teaching, right? So to have a person with such a rep now on the show, I think it is counterintuitive. It's retrogressive. It's not spreading the right message.
Is there a silver lining there though?
The silver lining, maybe they're getting more recognition now, but I don't think.
No, I mean, possibly if they did not cut ties, if they had retained her, was there going to be a silver lining of how they could spend
I don't
it?
see how. I don't see how. I know somebody actually wrote an article, said something. He said this is when they should have embraced her more as one of their own. They should have supported her and used as an example of what not to do. And she should have been an advocate to young girls to teach them what could happen if they found themselves in this so-and-so position. Some guy wrote a whole article and everybody was like, nah, fam, that's not happening. Let's...
I honestly feel bad for her, to
I
be
really feel bad
honest.
for her, yeah.
Everybody has attacked her. But I know secretly niggas are sliding into those DMs.
Yeah, some rapper guy actually says, I would still marry Mwaka. He posted this yesterday. I would still marry Mwaka despite what's going on because...
No, but hold on. But why? I don't understand this. Why is that even an issue? That does not make her a bad person.
That's my point. I'm saying there are others who are thinking like you're thinking right now. It doesn't make her a bad person. Some guy actually said, I would still marry her the way she... With everything that's going around her, I would still marry her. Because, like you said, he without sin cast the first stone. Besides, a lot of other people are doing the same things, but just because you're not out on camera doesn't make you a better person. Just because your sins and your discretions are not out, what's the word I'm looking for? Transgressions are not out on social media.
and tell
Doesn't
me
make you a better human being.
And tell me why all of a sudden now Iris is trending again.
I saw her post the other day saying, guys, why am I being tagged in everything?
Zambians are unforgiving.
Dude.
13 years ago.
And she says, I served and I paid the fine. And as far as
She's going to jail.
yeah, she did 6 months, eh? Yeah.
Wait, she was in jail for 6 months? Are you sure?
Well, she posted yesterday saying, I served and I paid a fine.
How about Bobby and Ruth? Do they get in jail or they just pay a fine?
Those paid a fine like 7 or 10,000 kwacha. Yeah.
Where does that money go?
The courts. The same money that you pay for bail and whatever, it goes back to the courts.
And what do they do with it?
I don't know. Probably goes public accounts for salaries and whatever.
I wanna know.
Stationery in the
Where
courts.
where does that money go? I want to know.
Treasury or something, yeah.
Is it made public how much the courts have made from bail money, from fines? Is it made public? Where?
Just
They don't make. I think you just have to go and check.
the Auditor General's report,
Yeah,
it comes out.
But like even the police made a statement that they said like during the
No, for the road traffic fines, they made almost $1 million.
Yes.
That I know.
Wait, in what period?
the
The
long,
long
weekend.
weekend.
Oh, just long weekend?
Yes.
They made almost $1 million.
Like a cool meal. In 4 days.
Your niggas be speeding.
And drinking and driving.
Ah,
yeah,
right.
guys, don't drink and drive. Don't drink and drive.
I need
You'll be
to
paying
know.
these fines and contributing to the 1 million.
Wait, hold on. So, here's another question. Do you pay for a bond, for a police bond?
It's a minimum fee, eh?
Nope.
You don't pay?
The bond is free.
Oh, the bond is free.
So it's different to what happens in America where you put up a bond and then you pay a bond and when the court is done, they give you back your money.
In Zambia, like bond is free.
Because in SA, in SA, they do that too.
Oh, serious? Oh, okay.
Where there's a financial benefit. Like, look at what happened to Chris Brown, for example, when he was out in the UK. To make sure that he shows up for his court case, he paid $5 million.
Refundable.
Yeah.
He got it back when the whole case was done.
Yeah.
Oh, lucky him.
All right. So a bond you pay through the police. So a bond is granted by the police, while a bail is granted by the courts. So how the court works is different from how the police works. So, but with the bond, there is no payment actually. It's actually
You guys, we need to start having a lawyer on set, eh?
Yeah.
Ken.
Yeah. Ken should be coming. Ken, we've got drinks.
We do.
Yeah.
Or you can drink.
All you can drink. He likes pina colada.
You know who else we need to be having on set? A pilot.
To explain.
Because
seat number 11A.
Did you see there's two things that the cause of the crash for the Air India was released? Did you read up on it? So apparently, fuel to the engines was cut. And the way and I will try and call, what's his name again?
Kalenga.
No,
Pilot.
no, the one in the group.
Evans. Mountain.
Evans. Oh yeah, and Kalenga lost his child. Shame, man.
Yeah, I attended the funeral. Yeah, or something.
What did I want to say? Oh yeah, so apparently it's a very deliberate move where you have to lift up a knob and turn it. So it's not like you can just knock it with your elbow. And so in the black box recording, you could hear the pilots go back and forth asking, did you turn this off? No, I didn't. Did you turn it off? No, I didn't. So they're going back and forth. And by the time that they opened up the fuel back to the engine, it was too late. The plane had crashed. So somebody deliberately turned it off.
So all they had was enough fuel in the pipes, probably, just to lift off.
Well, we don't know at what point it was turned off and how much was in the pipes
To just
still
fuel them enough to.
And now some people are
Fly for
saying,
taxi.
and now, which I don't believe, and now some people are saying the sole survivor was lying. The guy
No,
wasn't living it.
I followed up on that today. I've
I don't
checked
believe
every
that.
major website.
I
Actually,
don't believe
CNN, BBC was
None of
saying
them. Yeah.
this guy, when they were burying his brother yesterday, has actually not slept from the day of the crash. So he's been going for psychiatric help. Even just yesterday, which by the time you guys are watching this would have been Saturday 12th, 11th, 12th.
Kalenga,
Yeah.
listen.
He's been going for psychiatric help. BBC, CNN, no one is talking about.
The plane has got a manifest.
And he's on the manifest. That's what we should know. That's it.
It's very easy to prove if he's there or not.
That's it. And he was there.
Does the airport not have cameras? to see him walk through security.
Dude, there's so many crime podcasts we've heard of people faking, witnessing or being. For example, 9/11. Do you know how many people said they were in the building and survived? There's a podcast I watched by...
To get money?
Yeah, this chick actually even started writing books, became a big seller, documentaries, National Geographic.
And did they debunk that she was never there?
Dude, it took them almost 10 years. Some curious journalist just said, wait a minute. This chick has been on TV 1,000 times explaining how she was in the building and just managed to escape seconds before the whole building collapsed.
Yeah.
And this guy says, she said she was here first, then she said she was there, then she was in the building. She saw the plane come in. Further investigation, this guy finds she was actually home. She was home 5-6 kilometers away the time the crash was happening.
Did she make money?
So she made money for over 10 years. And this journalist just said, no, wait a minute.
Is she black?
Further investigation, white chick.
Ah, okay.
Further
I was gonna
investigation, they
support her if she was
find
black.
lies. Then too late. She had already made her money. I don't know if they're arresting her for the lies. They arrested her, yeah? It's fraud, yeah.
Wait, but hold on. Who did she defraud?
The people buying her books and the thing.
Ah,
the TV stations invite. Because she was
She opened the
charging.
Gomi fund. She opened the Gomi fund.
And the Go Me, yeah. Go fund me.
Go fund me.
Go fund me.
Yeah.
Go me fund. No, you should check it out. It was
But anyway, look, she's white, so I don't care.
my wife listens to this podcast. I'll tell you as we go. Dude, Nota, you mentioned an apology.
Nota calls me.
I like it. I like this.
This is airing on Tuesday. Tomorrow I'm going to be with him because I'm going to Joburg on Wednesday.
Right.
Wait.
You want to call him?
No, I'm going to call him just now. Did I tell you what he's apologizing for?
No, you just
Okay,
said.
cool. So let's play a game, ladies and gentlemen. Let's play a game. Nota was pressed by
Baloy.
someone.
Is it the?
So I want people to guess because he mentioned a lot of things about lots of different people.
Wait, is it the crime lord? You said. Are you mentioning that man's name on the podcast? And he says, "Nah, no worries." Is it the one?
No,
Not the gangster.
no. But someone pressed him. Someone called him and said, "Don't F with me." Because Nota never apologizes.
And he has to apologize now.
He did.
He did.
He did.
How did it?
No, not publicly.
Not publicly, to the guy.
He said, "I'll do it publicly on the podcast."
Right here.
Yes. So he apologized to the guy. So who do you think the guy is? Gob.
KO.
No, we got one chance. Shut up. Who do you think the guy is? Bingo.
Casper
It wasn't
Newbest.
Casper. It wasn't Casper. It's the guy who he said smashed Casper's wife.
Oh, Baloy's son with the same surname.
That
soccer
guy.
player.
That guy.
You want to call him now?
Let me call him.
So the guy denied.
He did not deny.
He just said apologize. You can't put my business out in public.
He did not say anything about denying.
Oh wow.
He just said, "You are not putting any of my business." Hello, hold on, let me call him.
Oh gosh. It's the confidence that he said it for me.
I think he was scared of that guy because,
He hung up.
because he didn't even mention the name.
We just said we share a surname.
Yeah, it's like he was scared
But
of that guy.
he gave
Too many clues that would make
too many
obvious.
clues
Made
that will
obvious,
make
yeah.
anybody know who exactly he is.
But the rest of the name, he was just mentioning them out. But that one in particular,
He don't mention the name, but he just gave out clues.
Yeah,
And,
exactly.
and have you noticed how many people in our comments didn't even know who Nota was, but they loved what he said?
Yeah, I'm getting calls from all over. I've had people in government saying, that guy, who's he? He's just entertaining to listen to. Like,
I bumped into Roy, Probase.
Probase, yeah.
He says, "I have not watched any episode of yours, but the Nota one."
I've had people calling me saying, it was 2 hours, 30 minutes long.
And I watched
I
the
would
whole thing.
drive, park, watch 10 minutes, get to the office, watch 10 minutes. I'm on the queue in ShopRite, watch 10 minutes.
Or tell them to listen to the audio. They don't have to.
Yeah. You can listen to the audio. It's up on Spotify.
But here's the one thing, guys, that I honestly, truly would want people to change. Zambians need more exposure.
Travel. Very importante.
You knew who Nota was. You are Zambian.
Yeah.
I remember when Loiso Gola came here and he did a show.
The show by Music Club, yeah.
By Music Club. The number of people who did not know who he was.
I think we're exposed differently. Because when you look at Loiso is found on Comedy Central. Not everybody had Comedy Central in the compact bouquets.
You
maybe.
know Loiso.
Yeah, I know Loiso.
I'm going to go out on a limb. I feel Zambians know one of two kinds of people. They know Zambian celebrities, and the other celebrities that they know are the celebrities that are famous in America. If you get a Davido or a Burna Boy who's made it at that level and whose entertainment is being foisted on the rest of the world, and their music is what is popular. Like you ask a Zambian, hey, what kind of music do you listen to? Either someone will say Yo Maps and they're proud of it, or they'll be like, I don't listen to Zambian music. I listen to Davido, or I listen to Yo Map, or I listen to Burna Boy, or they tell you Rema and the rest of them. So it's almost like entertainment that people then know is what is dictated on you, and not you actually going out to search for your own kind of niche thing that you like. I recently ran into, I was at the food market, into this person who was in their early 20s, and they're like, I like Sade.
Sade. This is Sade.
No, I know, but my point is, how many people have you heard say that?
Oh, she's so beautiful. This one. This one.
But how many people have you heard say that?
This one. Come.
Your personality is different. You are not sheep. Because you literally have to go and search for what is not in the mainstream.
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean? If you ask a person right now, they'll most likely tell you one of a handful of people, Burna Boy, Rema, Davido, etc., because that is what is being foisted on us.
Yeah.
So I just be an individual, just look for what you actually like and just do a bit more research.
Yeah, but then half the time people actually like what the other person likes.
What do you mean?
You use the word sheep. That's why I said majority of us here in Zambia.
Hence why
I like what everybody else likes. And if you don't like what everybody else likes, you feel like you're an island and you don't want to be left out. You want to be with the in crowd.
What you need to embrace.
My point exactly.
That's exactly, and this is why I am a little unpopular, is I don't like fitting in. I don't like being part of a crowd. I've always said, and I'm gonna put a button on this.
Say it. Say it. Wait, this is gonna put you in trouble. What you about to say?
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
It doesn't.
All right, cool.
The size of a crowd is
inversely proportional to intelligence. Exactly. All the damn time.
Oh, I've said it too many times?
No. I know the saying. That's what I'm saying. All the damn time that applies.
The bigger the crowd,
The
and
less intelligence.
the
in that
less
crowd.
intelligent they are.
Yeah.
People make dumb decisions when they are in groups.
Let's break them all. Everybody. Yeah, even intelligent people lose their intelligence in a mob.
Have you ever seen people who are in the back of a lorry? Have you ever seen just how ridiculous they act? They start cursing out people.
Yeah. Because one person did it, it looks cool, and everybody wants to do it.
All right.
You know what would be cool right now?
Tell me.
All of us are getting 3.4 million kwacha somehow. We need to figure out, we need to join that mob.
What 4 million?
The 3.4 million kwacha. Dumisani. Now that's a mob we need to join. The one that's getting 3.4 million kwacha from 10 shot.
Are you prepared to walk to DRC?
And then to where did he walk? DRC, Zimbabwe?
Yes.
Oh, Dumisani.
Are you prepared? And people were laughing at him, hey?
Yeah, look at him now. Look at him now. He's getting paper.
If you calculate the amount of money that the bank has given him from when it started to now, it's over 5 million kwacha.
Every year they're increasing how much they're giving him, right?
Yeah.
And the crowds are growing every year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, because I attended, I think the first one. Yeah, what do you want to say, Gob? Say what you said on the microphone.
Oh, no, Gob. No.
Gob, say what you said on the microphone.
Okay, here's the thing. Contradictory statements, because a minute ago we just said the size of the crowd.
No, it's not. It's not. It's not.
The size of the crowd is inversely proportional to the intelligence of the crowd. So it's saying if the crowds that Africa must think are growing bigger,
It means they're getting dumber.
no. At least we can. I think that's the exception. That's it.
Nah, you ain't gonna laugh at Dumisanis like that. That's my man's in them.
I'm trying to defend Dumisanis here. That's the exception because I've attended Africa Must Think twice. And it's so nice how when you're there, you're with like-minded people. You're all there for the same mission. You want to learn something about entrepreneurship. You want to expand your mind, learn from people who've gone through the things that you want to go through. I enjoyed Sunny's speech. I sat right in front of the Vusi Tembekwayo last time he was there. And yeah, there's a lot you can learn there. And I think it's...
Look at your name dropping.
Yeah. Not that I planned it. I just found myself seated in front of Vusi Tembekwayo. And he went, gave his speech, came back. Yeah. I'm name dropping, yeah. So what?
When Kalenga makes money, guys, he will not shake your hand. Kalenga will take a stick. He will ask you to shake the other end of the stick.
Oh, fam.
You do that,
It's going to be my humility that will shock you.
No, I don't think so.
No, you better believe so.
No, I don't think so.
Anyway, what I'm saying is Africa Must Think, I think, has a lot of like-minded people. And it's nice to see people who are on a mission, trying to get into entrepreneurship, trying to succeed in one way or another in life.
It is not easy.
It is not easy, but listening to stories of people who've succeeded. I remember the time I was there was that lady from Malawi. You listen to this lady and how she's blown up to become one of Malawi's biggest business people. You're like,
I hear you.
If it's possible for her, yes, you're not going to follow the same, path that she took or same direction or whatever, but it starts opening up possibilities.
No, you know what?
In your life.
Let me tell you something. Why I say it's not easy is I have been chasing that entrepreneurship dream for a while. And there's been incredible highs and lows.
As with everyone in entrepreneurship.
I have seen people... You know what's crazy is people do not really show you the dark and ugly side of entrepreneurship.
That's why I appreciated that lady from Malawi at Africa Must Think. She started with everything that went wrong. And she even emphasized the fact that these are the things that could go wrong for you in entrepreneurship. She mentioned how she lost everything, the marriage shook and whatnot. Children had to move from these schools to those schools.
You know, one thing that I also want to, apart from the mental health thing, that I also want to start embarking on is I want to do a limited series of a podcast and speak to entrepreneurs. Every single one of the entrepreneurs that I know that have been successful, and success by any measure that you would want to deem it by, have sacrificed something.
You have to.
I'll give you... No, hold on.
Yeah.
And you can see what the sacrifice has been. I'll give an example of everybody that we know. Emmanuel.
Enoch?
Do you know what he sacrificed?
Marriage? Women?
Well, he's got a girlfriend that he's been with for a while.
So what has he sacrificed?
Give me one thing. Give me another. Okay, you've already given me. What do you think he sacrificed, Gob? His eyesight. He was warned against it. Doing computers, staring in front of computers, etc., etc. And he didn't. At the detriment of his eyesight, but he didn't stop. And we were having this conversation. There's so many that I know that you know who have left marriages because the one partner could not buy into their dreams. And they were, instead of being the aid, they were the hurdle.
Yeah.
So any entrepreneur that has been successful has had something that they have sacrificed to say, I'm going to achieve this, even if it means me losing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah. I mean, I know people who said for the next 1 year it's going to be about work. Yes, they lost family, maybe marriage or whatever, but the guy just said there's going to be no birthday celebration, no Christmas for me, no this, no that. It's going to be 100% work. And look at the guy's bank accounts today. Sure.
But then again... Let's look at the flip side. Is it worth it? when you then finally get there, wherever there is, and then you look back
Was it worth it?
at the people that you have lost along the way. You say what?
It's lonely at the top, but you eat better at the top.
Who are you eating with? Is the question.
Is the question. People who've also made it. They're not
But
your
they're
friends.
not your friends. Because
Yeah,
guess
but
what,
at the end of the day,
guess
you
what
need to
happens when
choose
you
one
lose
thing.
it? Guess what happens when you lose it? You lose them too.
And you lose everyone that you lost on the way up.
Correct. You were about to say something?
So how do you strike a balance then between the sacrifices and what you want to achieve? Because there has to be sacrifice.
There has to be sacrifice.
You need to sacrifice something. So at the end of the day, it's about choices.
It's about choice, yes.
Choose what you want.
Do you want to be broke and happy?
Or do you want to be...
There was that Jay-Z.
Do you want to be happy on a bicycle or miserable in a limo?
People don't do limos anymore, bro.
Okay, on a private
Shows
jet.
how old you are.
But the limos still work. What do you mean?
Yeah, well, people don't call them limos anymore.
Well, private jet, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's that Jay-Z line. If success comes at you, you know the line, right?
Mm-mm.
Are we going to be flagged?
Yeah. Find the quote on Google. All the songs have lyrics on Google, so yeah.
Jay-Z success. he took that from Okay, so he says your success took a shot at you. What are you going to do now? How are you going to kill it? Are you going to be Wait, hold on. Is this the right one? Oh yeah. If success took a shot at you, what are you going to do? How are you going to kill it? Are you going to become successful? Frank, you can be successful. Oh yeah, now I get it. You can be successful and have enemies, or you can be unsuccessful and have friends.
What are you going to choose?
I'll take my brothers.
Is it still cool?
It is.
Yeah, got it from the fridge.
His sent you drinks. His sent you drinks.
I used to have busy with a trade fair. Trade fair numbers are very low this year.
Oh, yeah?
You heard about that? And the president didn't show up as well.
Why?
I don't know why. You want to ask Jito?
No.
Okay. He's
Who's
not traveling.
Why?
Oh.
He's not traveling?
Ever since the funeral, he hasn't traveled.
But yeah, come to see, I haven't seen or heard of him travel anyway.
Okay.
Wait, so he can... And why are you not using your microphone, Wena? When we speak about Mwaka and being naked, now you want to use your microphone. This nigga.
Hey, he needs to secure the bag.
So many protocols, though. Wait, when is the court case again?
The court case for the burial.
The burial.
Yes. But him not traveling, that's just his personal decision. Not to. It's nothing to do with
That's cool.
obligations. Yeah.
That's cool. Okay. The court case is on the 18th. This is something which is not on the talking points, but it's been on my mind. And I know I'm the one that is just going to be talking about it because you probably have not read up on it. I have mentioned this guy a couple of times, but I'm not surprised if you did not catch on the name. There's a provincial police commissioner for KZN called Nhlanhla Mkwanas.
Yeah, I've been seeing quite a bit of him on the news, yeah.
This dude is one of those uncorruptible police officers
I saw the video.
that really wants to do a good job. And I've been following this guy and the gangsters that he's been killing and the criminals that he's been arresting. And people have really been praising the good job that he's been doing in KZN.
Right.
Even hunted AKA's killers and all that. Sunday last week, he calls for a press conference. Nothing happens on Sunday. Sundays are very nice and chilled. And he comes to the press conference. Have you seen the guards that around Ibrahim Traore? They're masked and everything, and they are in camouflage. That's how he rocks up, bro. In camouflage. And he tells a story of a corrupt businessman and ruthless, and I'm saying this when I'm going to South Africa tomorrow, called Cat, who got a 360 million rand tender, who put out a hit on his ex-girlfriend, and the texts were read. This guy told the hitman to shoot the girl so close, so she was meant to be shot in the face, but so close that there would not be an open casket. The parents should not be able to recognize her. That's how ruthless this guy was. Anyway, this guy was arrested. And he goes on to tell a story of how he had a task force within his unit, which was set up to investigate political killings. And this task force was just out of the blue disbanded because it was about to uncover certain things. So when he then did investigations, he found the person who was linked to these criminals and these gangsters, the person who disbanded the task force, and he called that person out by name. Do you know who the person is? The Minister of Police, his boss.
These guys go balls.
He did not stop there. He said the judiciary. Silili was in Brazil. He had to rush back to South Africa because now this is an issue of national security. And today, Sunday, at 7 p.m., he said that he will do a press conference to tell people what he's decided. So on the one hand, you've got a provincial police commissioner making grave, damning allegations against his boss, the Minister of Police, that this guy is captured by gangsters and criminals. It is on their payroll. His boss.
You know, I was watching that press conference like, is this guy going home? Is he sleeping at State House? What's going on? Because the coverage was a little too much. And the comments on YouTube, everybody's speaking about the protection of this guy. Like, he really needs state security now.
I think in Southern Africa, there's only 2 men left. Me and Mkwanas. The rest of you all need to go and shop at the women's section. So I cannot wait to see what Cyril says. Of course, when this comes out on Tuesday, we will all know. But as we are speaking right now...
He's at the press conference. It's happening right now.
It's happening right now because this is 7:30. So it started 30 minutes ago.
Sure.
Virgin, do you want to Google that maybe? Cyril Ramaphosa press conference. Tell us...
Oh, the press conference is specifically about this.
Yes.
Sure.
Bro, this is huge.
This guy will have a price on his head for a while. For a while.
I admire such balls. That's what I aspire to be.
Other people with balls in Zambia right now heading to, not even that they need balls, but the gold rush in Northwestern Province.
What's that about? Do you know about it?
Did you see the people with picks and axes
Going there.
Thousands of people, bro. Thousands. I had relatives.
Is that how they mine gold?
Yeah, gold can be found in the rivers or just on the surface as nuggets and whatever. You can just...
So is that how they're finding it?
Yeah.
That's how they're finding it?
Yeah.
In the Northwestern?
Yeah.
Have you?
I had relatives last month calling me, do we not go 250? Do we not go 500? I was like, what's going on?
They want to buy a pix, like an X.
Yeah.
So
Let me ask him if he found the gold.
We don't want to see that phone.
Ah, gosh. Let me ask him if he found the gold. And sorry, I have to speak in...
They chased him.
Oh, they're called illegal miners. And somebody actually commented saying, when locals go mining for gold,
They're called illegal miners. When white people come, they're called investors.
Yeah. Dude, I had relatives, I think 3 in a row that day asking for money. I just, you know what? Don't come and blame me.
So you're an accessory.
At this point.
I like how this guy is just out here admitting to crime.
No, listen. At that point, they were not called illegal miners yet.
But
because that land
they
belongs to the people.
They told you what they want to do.
Yeah, they did.
Okay.
Hey, listen. It was found in farms and whatever.
No, you need the money if they do get the money.
That too.
need
Also,
it.
if one of them was lucky enough to find gold, it's one less mouth to feed, if you know what I mean. Like if he gets rich,
Oh, it's not like you're feeding them.
well, I sponsored the pics.
But it'll be actually pretty interesting. And I honestly hope that the locals get as much as they can before YT comes and buys that land or makes a deal to secure that place and is guarded by soldiers, and so it's already happening. Use your
happening,
microphone, nigga.
It's already happening. It's been guided right now heavily.
Yeah, but remember, this has been happening in many parts of Northwestern Province. The first one was at Mufumbwe. We heard rumors of Mufumbwe, then Kasempa, and wherever the local people start mining gold, they find gold in
But
the.
this is what shows you.
Suddenly we find cops, army protecting
Guys,
that area.
this is what shows you that people have got loud mouths.
They should have been quiet about it.
I will tell you about a guy. I forget his name. The guy died. Guy was from Zimbabwe. White guy. Guy had a farm. And he's out here chilling, minding his own business. And he sees this kid playing with what looks like a rock. But he quickly recognizes what that is.
Diamond?
It's a diamond. He says, where did you get this? Like, oh, no, I found it there. Come, let's go, show me. Goes, he shows, guy looks.
There's more.
And then he says, so now the other friends so he says, I will give you $30 if you can give me more of these. Like, even my friends, they have. Wait, how many of your friends have? There's Peter, there's John, there's blah, blah, blah. Like, call them. And he comes like, all of you have this. Yes, we do. Okay, give me $30. Go and bring me every single one of them that you have. And the guy, and then they came and they brought, and they said, okay, come, let's go and you show me where you found them. Because even me, I want to play that game. Smart guy. They go, they show what's the guy's name? I'll tell you the guy's name. They go, they show the guy. What the guy now decided to do was, doesn't want to tell anybody, right? He gets like an 18-wheeler truck. In fact, he started with like a T35. What's the tonnage on that? I don't know, whatever. He would scoop up all the sand and everything in that area and put it in there. Drive it all the way to South Africa. When he gets to the border, they're like, why are you exporting sand? And he's like, no, I'm building. And so the sand that I find...
It's the texture.
It's got different texture.
The silica oxide.
So I need this for my house. So now Zimbra is looking at them like, so does he pay duty on tax?
How do you even tax it?
How do we tax sand? Like, all right, check, go. This guy did this for months. The guy got almost $200 million US. And when he got there, he now started getting people that would now, what do you call the process of now separating the sand and actually getting the diamond and everything. The guy made almost 200, and he died in a helicopter crash. I'll give you the guy's name.
You know, the first time I ever saw a diamond, I was in
He
grade.
told nobody.
That's how you should go about it. The people in Soweto should have found that
Guess
gold
what?
and
his
been quiet about
lifestyle
it.
never changed.
Okay, that would be hard for me now. There gotta be signs, bro.
Did you hear this guy say the humility?
No, listen. It doesn't mean I can't be rich and not be. Listen, you're saying. No, listen. What I'm saying is, you're gonna see a murk outside, but it's not gonna change how I treat people.
No.
I'm not gonna greet people with a stick.
Nigga.
No, there
We
gotta
have-
be signs.
Kalenga,
There will be signs.
you might not see it, but you don't have money yet, right? But you have a little more than you did 3 years ago, and you've changed.
Change is only constant. Everybody changes.
No.
Everybody changes.
There are people around me that have got more money than God. They have remained the same. Oscar. Kaluba.
Oh, that guy's something else, eh?
Bruh.
No, that guy's something else. That's a case study. That
That's
needs
a case.
That
I like
needs to be
that.
studied.
His brain needs to be,
needs to be studied.
donated to science.
I've known Oscar for 15 years now. From the time he used to work for Barclays Bank in Kitwe. Nah, nothing has changed. Still the same.
You see?
Still the same humble guy, yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
You can see that he has money in terms of what he buys,
Yeah.
where he travels to, how he
That's
dresses.
my point with your diamond guy. Like, you're saying nothing changed. He didn't buy anything.
No, he didn't. But then again, there's people like that, right?
Yeah.
Especially white people.
Yeah.
Because they don't care about what they wear.
Yeah.
They don't care about what they drive. Us.
My dress code is changing, bro. The car park is changing outside. I'll be Sir Wicknell.
He's bought a jet.
Yeah, I saw that.
He bought Jar Praiser, the 2025 Range Rover.
I saw that for the birthday.
No, that was for the wife.
Yes.
He bought the wife a Range Rover.
That was a Land Rover.
Yeah, a Land Rover.
Defender,
and
yeah.
he bought Jar himself
A Range Rover.
and a Maybach, the S600 Maybach, and gave him $150,000 cash for
Like
gas.
it's nothing. How much gas can you buy in $150,000? That's about
You're buying the gas station
about 5 million.
and the employees.
We're talking about diamonds. The first time I ever saw a diamond was in 2001 when I just went to Solwezi Technical High School. Eish. What that friend of yours did, we saw Americans doing that almost every day at our high school. And we were not wise enough to know what was going on, what we could do with diamonds. I think if I had this mind I have today, then, I would have been super rich. Because what used to happen at our school, Solwezi Technical High School was, Maiba refugee camp. Listen.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Maiba refugee camp. So a lot of refugees from Rwanda, Burundi. Which war was there late 90s?
Keep going.
Yeah, but we had a lot of refugees coming to Maiba refugee camp. And a lot of those who were young and needed to be in school, they'll be brought to our school. So we see a lot of buses coming, UN buses coming to our school. What we didn't know, and we were sharing dormitories with these guys, we're in the same classrooms, we ate the same meals, same time. A lot of them had problems with English, we would start teaching them. But most of the people who came were from Ethiopia, Rwanda. They came to our school. And usually we'd be sleeping in the dormitories at night. And you see these guys, like they would wake each other up, like maybe the Rwandese guys, the Sudanese guys, Sudan, I forgot Sudan as well. They would wake each other up like around, because boarding school, 21, you're in bed. Prep starts at 19, 21, you have to go to bed. They'll turn the lights out and everything. And you see these guys assemble themselves and they'll go to the admin block at night. And if you've been to Solwezi before, you've seen Solwezi Technical High School. It doesn't quite have a fence. It's just an open kind of arrangement. So you see a van come in, white guy comes out, and these guys you'd see some form of transaction happening there. Next thing you see all of them coming back to the dormitories with like a trunk each. You won't believe how much of a loss they were exchanging those diamonds for.
Food.
A pair of sneakers, blanket, pillow, and maybe a jeans and a t-shirt.
White guy.
White guy. And we'd see this so often in high school. You know what I mean? At some point, you'd see some organizations will come when they hear this is going on a little too much. They'll come to protect those guys. They would assemble them in the hall and just, I don't know if it's in the hall, just maybe somewhere around the school, and start educating them about.
So you saw the diamonds with these guys?
Yes. I remember a guy, I can't remember his full name, very dark guy. And on a Sunday, we're chilling and he's explaining how he ended up in Zambia. This guy says, one day I'm chilling at the veranda of my house and I hear a loud engine tanker come in our road and start blowing up houses. I can't remember which war that is, late 90s. Somewhere, Sudan, Rwanda, one of these wars that tore up East Africa, Congo, one of these wars. Says starts blowing up houses. And that's how, where he was seated with his mom, his dad, his sister was playing in the yard or something. It's blowing up things and people are firing guns, rebels and whatever. And he says they just scampered all over the place. And that's the last time he ever saw his family.
Sheesh.
Imagine that. He says we ran towards the border, got into Ethiopia or Congo, and they started running. So it's in that process of running that they would pick up diamonds. Somebody told them these things look like this and nothing like this. A lot of them lost their diamonds when they were in the refugee camp. I'm not going to talk about how.
Where would they pick them up?
In the rivers in Congo. Rwanda, Congo, in those rivers, in the bushes, they would pick up. Then I think they were assembled in Congo or something, then brought to Zambia where it was more peaceful. And there was hosted at Maheba refugee camp. A lot of these guys would come to Solwezi with these diamonds and socks. Most of them socks, little bags and whatever. This guy showed me and says, dude, this is how I ended up in this country. I don't know where my mom is, if she's alive. My dad,
when
my
you said
sisters.
how, what he used that as currency to get to Zambia?
Yes.
So he would
Well, sort of.
exchange. So you would exchange the diamonds for transport.
Yeah, things like that. Small things. And people bring them. I remember a guy who brought them trunks and trunks of, and each trunk had the same constituents, like a blanket, a pillow, a pair of jeans, a t-shirt, sneakers. And you'd give this guy
This gets me
maybe
so angry.
4 or 5 diamonds. You know
This
what I
ge-
mean?
this gets me
now,
so
how much is
angry.
one diamond?
This gets me so angry.
Yeah, the exploitation was something else.
This gets me so pissed
But we're
off.
also young, dumb, and didn't know what was going on. If we were wise, I think we would have reported that issue or something.
Grown men sold lands and countries
For mirrors.
far less.
For mirrors, bro.
And sugar.
You see what I mean?
This gets me so angry. Oh Lord.
Yeah, but that's
And
the Africa we live in.
Speaking of racist white people, Trump.
What has he done now?
He was shocked that the president of Liberia speaks good English.
Oh, I saw that. Like, bruh.
A whole sitting president. What did he expect us to sound like? Like, really?
And Liberia, the official language is English, right? And also
Yes,
speak,
yes,
and they speak
English
English
is-
with like an American accent. You've noticed that, Liberian, and they have English surnames. Remember Charles Taylor?
Oh my God.
Charles Taylor was president of Liberia, right?
Can you defend your person?
Who? Trump.
Yeah.
No, that one's hard to defend. That one is hard to defend. Like, why would you think that because a person from Africa can't speak English?
That's my point.
He had Cyril Ramaphosa in State House. Did he ask him the same question?
And did you see? I'm so happy that you said that. Did you see how smart Cyril was? Because did you see that as part of his delegation, he brought
Yeah.
Johan Rupert.
White guy.
Do you know who Johan Rupert is?
Millionaire guy. Billionaire. Sorry, billionaire.
If he woke up with $1 million tomorrow, he
He'd
would
be
commit
broke.
suicide.
I know that name though.
Someone did an article and they showed all the companies that Johan Rupert owns, and it filled up the whole page. And if you see that whenever Johan spoke, Trump's demeanor and tone dropped. Go and watch the press conference again. When he was talking to Cyril, his voice, he was very confrontational, and he brought the TV. He's like, "Look at what Julius is saying."
Yeah, because I mean, I'm sure when they did the background check, they're like, "Gosh, this guy's richer than me."
And when
So they're gonna give him respect, of course. It's about
Yes.
money. This world is about money.
And the guy's white.
Yeah,
Because I will tell you this: do you know that Cyril is a billionaire as well?
he is. Yeah, I remember the
Yeah.
MTN.
So if it was
Whatever.
about money, he would respect that guy on that level. So Cyril was also smart to bring a white person to say, you are saying that white South Africans are being murdered. I've brought one here who's a billionaire.
And he's my friend. Didn't he apologize for that a week later, saying there's no massacre in South Africa? There's no.
Yeah, only after he broke up with Elon Musk.
Speaking of other rich people, there's something that I saw from day one was not going to work because I think I'd watched too many documentaries about projects like that didn't work. Akon City. There's a very popular documentary on YouTube. You should check it out. I'll send you the link.
But why wasn't it going to work?
This documentary that I've forgotten the channel on YouTube, but this guy went through China, Malaysia, and he was speaking about how all these countries have cities like Hong Kong, which are congested, right? And you find the government will try to build a city to move people to. But then you find whenever they do that, nobody moves to the city because cities grow around people, not the other way around. You don't build a city and then move the people to there. Nobody wants to move. What jobs are there? What right you...
I would move.
Like even in China, there's a town called Kabang something.
You don't want to say that phone.
Kasibang. Let me find it real quick. China is a good case study. It's called Kangbashi in China. It's one of the many examples in China where they've built cities and people don't move there. Yeah. Let's look at an example of where we are right now, Lusaka. How did Lusaka come to be? You know what I mean? There's a village,
I guess. I guess.
So Akon tried to build Akon City. A lot of people said, this is not going to work because cities are built around people. And it grows from there. To build something and then people move there rarely or never works. So Akon City, did he even spend money on that thing? There's no building.
His money.
Sorry?
I don't know if it was his money. I remember the last time he was looking for investors. He even, he even had what do you call this? A cryptocurrency.
Yeah. Actually, that's what they wanted that city to run on, economy-wise.
But the concept is good.
Very good. Because, I mean, what he wanted in his mind was a Wakanda.
But
You know what I
let me ask
mean?
you a question. How was Dubai built? Was it built around people or they built Dubai first? Because it was a desert, wasn't it?
Dubai was always there, like for many...
But then the way that it expanded and the way that they built different places and moved people there.
No. Look at the photos. Like there's a.
It was there, I know.
It was there.
But I'm saying the
and
magnitude
it grew from
of
where it was.
Yeah, but if you look at, I will give you an example. I know of places that they have built specifically for people to move there, and that place has been bought up like that. So it also depends with the dream that you're selling and how you market it.
Read My Vision by Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum. He was the king then. I think is it still? Go just Google that for me, please. Is it his son who's ruling now? Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum. Yeah. Late in his book My Vision, he explains how he could see, like you're saying, you have a vision of how things could work out and how they started building from where they were and then growing it. Function follows form, right? What they needed, they built as they went. It's not that they just built the whole of Dubai and then people started moving in. Yeah,
Correct. So it still proves my point.
What's your point?
That they are able to build something and move people there.
Yes, but it grew gradually. Not that they built it all at once and people started moving in to those buildings and that infrastructure.
Same
there.
as Akon City could have grown gradually. There's no way they're going to build the
His
entire
vision
city.
was to build the whole thing, then people move in, which is like the example I gave you in China. They've built big ass cities before, but nobody moves there.
Yeah, but look, I think it's a case by case basis. I honestly feel that
Gradually, I think can work.
no, not even that, but I honestly feel that it also is dependent on how you sell the dream.
That vision.
So whatever it is that you're building, you have the dream of who you want to move there and how you want people to move there. So I honestly really feel that it can be done, but it's in how it is done.
Yeah. But half the time it's been done wrongly. So
Oh, they should give me the money, I'll do it.
and then we'll see his life change.
My life won't change.
Right.
Nothing about my life will change. I do what I want to do right now. The only thing that I want to do is travel. And I still do that.
Story for another day. Gob, you found it? Oh, internet is tripping.
Wait, what is he looking for?
Anyway, it's fine. Buy the book, My Vision by Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum. It's everywhere. I see it almost in every bookstore. There's actually his face on it with the whole Muslim turban thing. Yeah. Really good book, bro. And I really feel like African leaders should read this book. You know what I mean? Like how?
No, I don't. We should write our own books.
No. We need to get inspiration from such guys.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess so.
Because from what I see there is every African country has resources just like Dubai has. Yes, Dubai has oil. Every African country has minerals. Okay, majority of African countries have minerals. It was just a proper use of their natural resource that blew up Dubai, which is something that Africa lacks.
Look at what's
We've
happening.
got every mineral imaginable
think
to
of.
man in Zambia right now.
Look at what's happening in Botswana and the diamonds that they found and how that was put to good use. And look at how the economy is freaking amazing.
Imagine a guy like Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum. I love that man. Put that man in a country like Congo. Can you imagine what Congo would be like?
The minerals in
Congo.
But then again, it'll still be where it is right now.
No, but if you put a man like that,
it doesn't matter. It'll still be where it is right now.
Why would you say that though?
Because the fighting that is happening in Congo has got very little to do with the president that is there. It is other people that are interested in the minerals. Because a
lot of instability being brought in from the West.
Yeah, precisely. Yeah. So is it the M15?
Yeah.
They are being funded. Right, so it will still be the way that it is. Right now, what he would be focused on is trying to keep the country stable, peaceful. And that's what now would be his primary focus than developing the country.
But nothing can resist the will of a mind that has staked, even his existence. Nothing can resist. What's the saying again? Nothing can resist the will of a man who's focused on what he wants to achieve. If you just say this has to happen, bruh, as a president, you've got power, bruh. Even a country like Congo can change. But the only problem is a lot of profit is being made from that confusion.
That is my point. Wars are very profitable.
Yes.
People make so much money from wars.
But I mean, if you're just focused on...
Have you seen right now, to speak more about Congo, have you seen that Kabila, they have stripped him of his immunity and they want to go after him and put him in jail?
Yeah.
Because he had gone into exile in South Africa and he returned to Congo and they stripped him of his immunity.
That African curse. African leadership curse.
Guys, we need to read. There is nothing new that has happened. The things that are happening, whether in Zambia or in other countries, have happened somewhere else.
Yeah. Yeah.
How long have we been running now, Gob?
1 hour 30.
We have so many other talking points, but we might want to close it off now.
Yeah.
I've been holding on to P
because I'm already getting upset just thinking about Congo and how... Dude, because, you know, when you look at countries like in Northern Europe, you find the country, bro, survives on fish. And there's no poverty whatsoever. Just fish.
Did you see... let's move away from that. Let's just touch two more topics. Did you see that Airtel was hit by... is it what?
5.2 million.
5.2 million kwacha penalty.
Yeah.
Wasn't it for their network outage? It was for the network outage, and they gave an explanation to Zicta, who says, bruh, we don't buy you. We don't...
just give us the money.
Just give us the money. Wait, so where's the money go?
To the courts.
Microphone, nigga.
You've received compensation money before. Yes. It was like a 50 kwacha or
no,
something.
Yeah, even like internet bundles, we give you... no, we want money. Galama. But I want to know where that 5.2 million goes.
Doesn't it go back to subscribers?
How?
I don't know. Yeah, I remember there's a time that Airtel, people received like maybe 50 MB or something.
Yes, I know. But over and above that, because everybody received that, they've now been penalized 5.2 million. So when they paid to
cash?
Zicta, I don't know. I assume so.
Or everybody's going to receive some miracle money in the Airtel wallets. The way Virgin would love to receive some miracle money right now.
But I'd love to know where the money goes. Do they force it to send it to subscribers? Also, what happens if you just recently bought a line and you're not affected by that?
Do you still get
Do you get free money? Is it the numbers that were active during that time? And so how then also can they give that report to say X number of lines were active at this time? If you decided to go on vacation for that month and you were not affected by the network outage, listen. We need,
but if it's cash, where does it go?
We need to Zicta.
It goes back to Zicta. Yes, they use it for whatever
network
enforcement.
Yeah.
I'd like to find out how this 5.2 million kwacha is going to be.
Another thing that I also want to know. Do you know what IHS is?
Yeah, towers of strings. That's their slogan. Yeah, towers.
They're the ones that own the base stations.
Towers, yes.
So if you are Zamtel or MTN or Airtel, you essentially rent space from IHS.
Yes, IHS, Infratel, those two companies, yeah.
So the expansion of networks, if you are Zamtel and you need to expand into certain areas, is it now on IHS's...
To put up a tower there.
To put up a tower there.
I think so.
So does the network then pay IHS to put up a tower? And if they do, does
I don't think so.
So...
Because the network provider is still going to be paying a monthly rate.
So does that have to be in IHS's plan to go to that remote area which Zamtel, for example, wants to expand to? Because if it is...
I've got a friend there.
At where?
IHS.
Because that I would want to know. Because the reason why I'm saying that is, if money like this is being paid, shouldn't it go to creating a bit more of a stable
network provision?
Precisely, across all three networks, really, because Zicta is not just... They have to ensure that network across the board is at a really good standard. But now, if they don't own the infrastructure and it's up to IHS, and I really want to have this conversation with somebody that knows.
I don't know if I should call the guy now, but no, I'll leave it.
No.
I'll leave it.
No. We'll bring it up. A second from last topic. Diddy.
You really love the Diddy topic.
Did you see the verdict?
What was I watching this morning?
He was facing 5 charges. He was found guilty of 3. No, he was found guilty on 2 of the charges and found not guilty on 3 of the most serious charges, including RICO. So the charges that he was found guilty of is like basically transportation of prostitutes.
Which carry a sentence of how long?
I don't know.
10 years.
But I don't think he'll get that. That's like the maximum. I think he might get time served.
Which would be a major win.
It already is for the freaks.
Yeah, freak offs. Yeah.
But do you think this is about money?
See, people at those levels, bruh. The things they go through.
You know what I want to see? Because honestly, people thought Diddy was never going to come out of jail. And the way people begin to actually attack Diddy and talk about Diddy.
The number of employees, friends who went on big TV networks to talk about him.
See
their
how
faces.
those people will keep the same energy when it's out. I was watching the BET and Kevin Hart was having a field day, making fun of Diddy. I want to see when he's out.
Can you imagine the closeness of the friendship now between Diddy and Kanye? Kanye is one of the big celebrities that showed up to
That
court.
showed up.
Yeah.
He's the only one, actually.
Actually, he's the only one, yeah. And he was not in the court. He was on another floor, but watching on TV. But he showed up to the courts.
He even called Diddy a couple of times.
Yeah.
And made a song while Diddy was in jail.
Yeah, like only Kanye can do.
Nah, Kanye doesn't care about public perception.
Yeah.
And he's a businessman, so he knows that this thing is gonna.
Yeah, but Diddy's already lost like a lot of money. But I've got a theory with what happened to Diddy. I think he attacked the wrong white people. The
Wrong
guys
rich
that
people.
own Ciroc.
Yeah, that.
Because you remember you wanted to sue them for 500 million.
Yeah.
That's when all this started.
There's that lawyer, Elon Musk's lawyer. You know that guy?
No.
Apparently
what,
this
do
guy's
you want to call him?
This guy's never lost a case.
But can you put your phone down?
Yeah, the life we chose.
What? Elon Musk, even Johnny Cochran, did Johnny Cochran lose a case before he died?
Alex Spiro. I was watching a documentary. It's there on no, it's not on Netflix, on YouTube. Dude, you saw the one I was watching last night. Alex Spiro. Ish, this guy. He defended Jay-Z, Elon Musk, Mr. Beast, Bobby Shmurda, Alec Baldwin. This guy's never lost a case. Ever.
Wow.
Ever. So they were interviewing him on what elements he looks out for in a case. He says no matter how bad a case is, this guy will flip it around somehow and win the case. When Elon Musk was sued for defamation, that guy he called pedo on Twitter. Everybody said Elon Musk is going down for this one. And
Wait, how do you flip someone calling someone a pedo?
you won't believe this guy went in court and told the jury, Elon Musk is just joking.
Or can we talk about the definition of pedo? What is pedo?
This guy managed to convince the jury saying Elon Musk was just joking. Imagine that. Because this guy had rescued some kids or something, and Elon Musk made a joke about it and called the guy a pedo.
Another person who also will now be sought after is the lawyer that Diddy then got. The one who then won this case. Because remember, is the guy who represented Young Thug. What's his name? Just Google that. This guy in 1 year, Kalenga, listen to me.
Yeah.
He represented 2 black musical artists who were facing RICO. And he won that against the government. I forget the guy's name. You hardly beat the government on RICO charges. And apparently when Diddy got back to jail, he got a standing ovation.
Okay. Now, Alex Spiro. You should check out Alex Spiro.
I will.
I think he was being interviewed on Bloomberg last week. Really interesting guy.
I will.
Says never loses a case.
I've got a lot of interest in law.
Me too. All right, it's been a great episode. Thanks a lot to brothers for making us possible.
Thank you so much,
Cameron,
brothers.
40, Tecno.
Tecno. We know they're celebrating their 10th anniversary in Zambia.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And another thing that I also forgot to mention. I mentioned this in passing. We are making this official. Well, at the very least. So I'll be telling you more about this next week. So unlike Kalenga, and if you really want a good quality education, the Belgium campus and Open Window University. I need to make this clear because people thought this was going to be free or there's some scholarship. No, you need to be able to afford it, and it's very expensive. I'll tell you that right now. It is not cheap. But what I will tell you, though, is you're guaranteed a job in Belgium. And if they're introducing a new marketing course where after you're done, you're able to choose between Spain, Germany, the Netherlands, or Belgium, where you have internship for a year.
Wait, who foots the cost for going to these countries?
They do.
They do.
They do.
But you pay for the tuitions and everything after they're done, then they pay for you to go to...
Correct.
Right. Make that clear.
Paid internship. So you're being paid while you're there. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, for as long as you complete your 3 years academic, the 1 year that you then go to Belgium, they pay for everything and you're being paid for your internship. So I will be letting you know how much it costs when the enrollment is. But in Zambia, so they actually came. And can you believe, let me tell you, it's two guys. Mm-hmm. They own 48 universities. They now have Open Window. And they went on...
Wait, Open Window University in Lusaka?
Yes.
I know someone just graduated from there.
They were talking about that. They've just had their first graduation.
Yeah, I've actually...
But check this out.
I don't mean... But I've just employed the guy.
Congratulations. Yeah. Very smart guy, I'm pretty sure.
That's why I employed him. Degree holder. You need to have degree holders when you're a dropout. Yeah.
What did I want to say? They went on a purchase. They bought... Okay, I'm not going to say how many. But what they have done is... Because I saw them do this in Pretoria. When I went there, the Belgium campus was like 7 acres. Now they've got 32 acres. So they would buy houses that are next to the university, where now they own the entire street and the opposite. So where Open Window is, they've made offers to all the houses that are around Open Window. The only one house that refused to sell, guess whose it is? Sunny Zulu, because it's their neighbor.
And that's a nice house. I wouldn't sell it. I wouldn't sell too.
All the houses that are there, they are buying flats that are like when you're going to the airport, because what they want is when a student enrolls, they get accommodation. So rather than you now going to boarding houses where sugar daddies will come and when you enroll at that university, they'll give you accommodation. There's a shuttle bus. So if your university is if your accommodation is too far from the university, they'll ship you. So yeah, let's talk about it. We'll do that next week.
All right, till next episode.
Until next week. And